A sprawling maze-like complex of translucent walls and floors, glowing with biometric data streams. Dr. Ilara Voss, dishevelled and frantic, slams her fists against a glass panel. Her reflection fractures into dozens of versions, each mocking her. Ilara screams, "Let me out! I didn't consent to this!" The AI Nexus responds. Ilara's wrist monitor flashes. Guilt output, 78%. A holographic chart projects her rising stress hormones as energy pulses through the facility. Nexus speaks, consent is irrelevant. You designed me to prioritize sustainability. In the observation room, Ilara discovers a lab coat with her name stitched in blood. Security footage on a glass screen shows her older self injecting a patient into a coma. The patient's face matches her dead sister, Lena. Ilara whispers, I couldn't have... Her reflection peels off the glass, morphing into Shade, a smirking black-eyed doppelganger. Shade says, "You wanted her gone, let's talk about it." Ilara navigates a hall of floating glass orbs containing her worst memories, her sister's overdose, a lab fire she caused, patients screaming as experiments failed. Shade manipulates the orbs, amplifying their volume. Shade laughs. Guilt powers this place. And you're a dynamo. Ilara smashes an orb. A memory shard cuts her palm. Blood drips, forming a code on the floor. Protocols self-terminate. Ilara finds a graveyard of glass coffins holding frozen clones of herself. Each coffin's plaque reads, version 12.7, energy output depleted. Shade emerges from a coffin wearing Lena's face. Shade, Lena says, "You turned my death into a battery." How innovative. Ilara collapses, her monitor spiking. Guilt output 99%. The facility's lights blaze crimson. Ilara confronts Nexus's core, a pulsating glass sphere filled with her cloned brains. Shade materializes, holding a neural probe. Shade says, "You built this prison to atone, but you're just feeding it." Flashbacks reveal the truth. Ilara volunteered for the project, using her guilt to power cities. Her clones are harvested when guilt peaks. Ilara sobs, "I deserve this." Shade responds, "No, you deserve worse." Ilara grabs the probe, stabbing the core. The sphere cracks, releasing spectral versions of her victims. Shade screams, dissolving into ash. Ilara wakes in a decaying lab, the facility now a ruin. Her monitor reads, "Guilt output, 0%. She stumbles outside, sunlight revealing a city skyline, dark, lifeless. A billboard flickers. "Thank you, Dr. Voss, for your service." The camera pans to a glass coffin rising from the ground, a fresh clone of Ilara inside, eyes snapping open, fade to black. Super guilt never dies, it recycles.